read all the transactions, right? So here the following are few transactions given below of Mr. Mark's business. So you are given 8 transactions here. If you consider the first one, Mr. Mark invested 200,000 rupees by cash. The second one says bought a machine for rupees 30,000. Third one, borrowed a bank loan of 500,000. Fourth one says bought goods for rupees 100,000. And the fifth one, repaid bank loan 50,000 rupees. Sixth one says deposited 25,000 in the bank. And the seventh one, withdrew 7,500 from the bank. And the last one says owner withdrew 10,000 from the business for his personal use. And what you have to do is you have to show the impacts of the above transactions in the accounting equation, right guys? So now let's see how to record these impacts of the transactions in an accounting equation. So when you consider the syllabus, if you consider the textbook, you'll have to draw a format like this. So how to start? We have to always start. We always have a number or a date column. Right now, since I have given here the numbers, right, we can start with the number column, and here we can have the assets here, right? As a heading you can put here assets, and there can be 3 or 4 sub columns for assets, and in the center we can have the equity column, and at last we can have liabilities column. For liabilities you can have maximum of 2 columns. We won't have much of a liabilities, right? So we have creditors, and also you may get a bank loan, right? So keep in mind for your exams you draw a structure like this, right? Okay, then we'll consider the transaction number 1. What does it say? Mr. Mark invested 200,000 by cash, right? So here Mr. Mark is the owner here, right? If the owner brings cash, right, now cash should be considered as what out of these 3? Is it an asset, or is it equity, and is it liability? We know it is an asset, right? So you have to open a sub column under assets for cash, right? Okay, so let's consider the question number 1. What does it say? Mr. Mark invested 200,000 rupees by cash, right? So how to enter this? If owner brings cash, we know cash is an asset, so we can open up a column for cash. And also if owner brings anything to the business, any resource to the business, right, we have to consider it as an equity, right? So here what happens is, since owner is bringing cash to the business, cash in the business will be increasing, and also the equity of the business also will be increasing, right? So I'll write recording any transaction. What you have to see is you have to always check whether the equation is equal or not. So what is our equation? Assets equals the equity plus the liabilities. So we can see here on the asset side there is a plus 200 here, and also on the equity side we have plus 200 plus zeros here. So 200 equals 200, right? That may be clear for you. So the next one, second one, it says bought a machine for 30,000 rupees, right? If you buy a machine, machine is also a resource for the business, right? Any resources in the business will be considered as an asset, right? So if we buy an asset, right, we have to open a new column for the new asset, that is the machine. So we can open a machine column here, right? So when we buy a machine in the business will increase. We are getting a new machine. Earlier we did not have a machine, now we are getting a new machine. So we can put a plus here, right? And also we can see there that it is not mentioned either on credit, or there is no name mentioned in the transaction. So therefore we can consider it as a cash transaction. So when we pay money, what happens to the cash? cash will be decreasing. To buy the machine you have to pay money, therefore cash decreases. Is that clear? Right? Then nothing, no impacts in the other side. So we can see there is a minus 30 and a plus 30 over here, that will give you 0, and no impacts here where 0 equals 0. Right, now we'll go to the third one. Question 3, it says borrowed a bank loan of 500,000 rupees. Right, if we borrow a bank loan, we will be getting money. Right, so our cash will be increasing, and also the bank loan should be considered as a liability because it is payable, right? So we have to open a column for bank loan first of all, right? So when we borrow a loan, what happens? Our liabilities will be increasing because earlier we did not have a bank loan. Now we are borrowing a bank loan, our liabilities will be increasing. So you can see the equation is also equal, where we have 500 over here in the asset side and also 500 in the equity and liability side, right? So we'll move to the next question, the next transaction, the fourth one. What does it say? Bought goods for 100,000 rupees. So here this one is also a cash transaction since there is no name, and also it is not mentioned that it is bought on credit. So what will be the answer? The fifth transaction, repaid bank loan 50,000 rupees. Right, now we are settling the bank loan. Earlier we borrowed the bank loan here. Now when we settle the bank loan, what will happen? We have to pay money. We have to pay the liabilities, or to settle the liabilities by cash, right? So here we will be paying money, so our cash will be decreasing, and also what will happen to our liability? The loans will be decreasing. Earlier we had to pay, after we borrowed the loan, we had to pay 500,000. If you settle a 50,000, the balance will come to 450,000. Now here we don't write that 450,000. Many students, you make this mistake. Don't write that 450,000. You have to write the impact, right? So by 50,000 it is decreasing. So we have to mention here that minus 50. Okay. Then the sixth one, it says deposited 25,000 in the bank, right? So when we put money in the bank, cash will be mainly divided into two as cash in hand, that can be called as cash, and also the cash at bank, right? Cash at bank, the short form you can call it as bank. What is this cash at bank? The deposits you have, you are maintaining, the business maintains in the bank, right? So when you put money in the bank, what will happen? Money in your bank account will increase, and the cash in hand, right, the cash in the business will be decreasing. So what you have to do is you have to put a minus 25 in cash. Why? Because you put the money which is in the business to the bank account. So money in the business will reduce, and money in our bank account will be increasing, right? So here also we don't have any impact on the other side, but anyhow it is equal. How? Minus 25 plus 25 will give you 0, and no impacts here. 0 will be equal to 0, right? Right, now let's move to the transaction number 7. What does it say? Withdrew 7,500 from the bank. Right, now here, earlier we put money in the bank. When we put money in the bank, what happens? Money in the bank increases, cash in hand will be decreasing, right? Now if you take money from the bank, what happens? Money in the bank account will be decreasing. 7.5 will be decreasing, right? Minus 7.5 in the bank column, and we take money out of the bank and we bring the money to the business. So what happens, cash in the business will be increasing. So what we have to do is we have to put a plus 7.5 in the cash column, right? So money in the business will be decreasing, so cash at bank decreases and we bring that to the business, so cash in hand increases, right? So those are the impacts of the transaction number 7. Okay, now let's consider the transaction number 8, which is the last one here. It says owner withdrew 10,000 from the business for his personal use, right? Owner is the person who invests money to the business, right? So who brings resources to the business. So anytime he can take or withdraw the resources he has invested to the business anytime. So we should know how to account for it, right? Or we should know the impacts of owner's drawings here, right? So if owner takes money from the business, what happens? Now since he is taking cash here, cash in the business will be reducing. And also if owner brings any resources, equity of the business will be increasing, right? So earlier when you consider the first transaction, it says Mr. Mark invested 200,000, so owner brought, so we put a plus here. So if owner draws back, or if the owner is taking resources out of the business for his personal use, we have to decrease the equity. So equity, what will happen, it will be decreased by the 10,000, right? So we have recorded all the transactions related to this example here. So finally what you have to do, we have to get the totals of all the columns. You can drop the answers in the comment box, or you can even personally drop a WhatsApp message for me. So if you have tried the sum, you can send me the values of cash, send me the value of machine, stocks, bank, equity and the bank loan columns. You have to get the total, right? You have to add up all these and finally get the closing values, right? Hope you understood. If this video benefited you, please like, subscribe and share it with your friends who may also benefit from this video. And I'm open to suggestions, so please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.